our house? No.
Is this our house?
No.
All these suburban houses look the same.
Well, they make them so fast, it's worth them all looking the same.
Yeah, but no hanging laundry on Sunday, no fences, and we have to cut our lawns regularly or else we'll be fined.
But we have all the flamingos and lawn gnomes that we want.
Oh, hey, there's our house. It's the one with the friendly neighborhood hobo.
Good afternoon, boys.
Good afternoon, Sergeant Tom.
Hello, boys.
Hello, Mother.
How was your day at school?
Fine, Mother.
Go play outside. Supper will be ready in an hour. Be sure to clean up before your father gets home.
But Mom, it's so fun to watch TV.
If you watch any more of that TV, your brains are going to turn to mush and you're going to lose all your muscles and forget how to read.
But Mom, it's so fun to see how other people live around the country.
Fine, go watch television.
Yay!
I want to watch Leave It to Beaver.
Well, too bad. I want to watch the Ed Sullivan Show.
Leave It to Beaver.
Sullivan.
Beaver.
Sullivan.
Beaver.
Sullivan.
Beaver.
Sullivan!
What's going on here?
I want to watch Leave It to Beaver. He wants to watch the Ed Sullivan Show.
Well, we watched the Ed Sullivan Show last time, so let's watch Leave It to Beaver this time.
Ha! I hope you get polio!
Timmy!
Mommy, what's polio?
It's a terrible disease that you don't have to worry about anymore thanks to Dr. Salk's new vaccine.
Okay.
Boys, your father is home.
Yippee!
Move. Move.
Good afternoon, Mr. Whitman.
Well, how you doing, Tom?
I'm pretty good. You haven't happen to have a spare shoe, do you?
Oh, Tom.
Oh.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Walter.
Good evening, family.
How was your day at work?
The same. Everything's always the same. Same people, same work, same tasks. At least I'm not working as hard as it was a few months ago, when those labor unions kept going on strike. You know, the Taft-Hartley Act is really keeping that in check.
But why does it matter if the people go on strike if they don't work in your office, Daddy?
Because we're part of a conglomerate, son. We're a bunch of little companies all working under one big company. So if one of those little companies goes on strike, we all get affected.
Someone will be ready in just a moment. Boys, perhaps at the table.
Yes, Mother.
Yay, McDonald's!
Did you go to the one on Elm Street, Main Street, or Washington Street?
I went to the new one on Franklin Street, dear.
Daddy, why does McDonald's have so many stores?
Well, because it's a franchise, son.
So what did you do in school today, Timmy?
We're learning about the government and how the president gets elected. Today we learned about the elections in 1948 when Harry Truman beat Dewey, the Republican, and third on the Dixiecrat. Democrats from the South. And tomorrow we're going to learn about the election of 1952. I can't wait to see what happened.
That was a good election. It's no surprise when Eisenhower beat old Stevenson.
Gee whiz, Dad, thanks for ruining the ending.
Sorry, son, I thought you knew what happened, considering it only happened last year.
What did you do in school today, Johnny?
We learned about the evils of capitalism. I mean, multiplication.
By the way, Walter, we need a new blender. Ours is so out of style.
But Margie, we just bought it last month.
I know, but the Joneses next door just got a new refrigerator and a new blender from Sears.
Well, I guess we'll have to keep up with the Joneses.
They're getting a second car, too.
Why on earth would we need two cars for? It's not like Mrs. Jones needs to go anywhere except for the beauty parlor and the supermarket.
Well, ever since Eisenhower passed the Interstate Highway Act, it's been a lot easier for families to travel farther. The father can take his car to work, and the mother can take her station wagon to bring the family around town.
That's a great idea. We'll go to the car dealership this weekend.
Sounds like a plan, dear.
After we get our new car this weekend, can we go to the drive-in?
Sure, son. Those drive-ins are so much more fun than a regular movie theater.
People are going to the movies a lot more now that we have the drive-ins. The drive-in is busy all day, every day.
Good, we have to go early to get a good spot. Johnny, can you pass the fries?
3 fries for Timmy, 3 fries for Papa, 3 fries for Mama, and 3 fries for me.
Mother, may we be excused?
Sure, go do your homework.
Margie, will you come into the kitchen with me? What do you think Johnny was doing during dinner?
I'm not sure, dear.
Well, it's just Senator McCarthy and HUAC said that even the most unsuspecting of people could be communist. I mean, just look at the Rosenbergs.
But our little Johnny couldn't be a communist. Could he?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh my goodness!
Ah, I'm gonna beat the communists out of that boy.
No, Dr. Spock says we're not allowed to beat our children.
Hi, my name's Jerry Sparks. I'm going to teach you how to survive an atomic attack. There are two different kinds of attack, a warned attack and an unwarned attack. In a warned attack, the alarm will sound and you must retreat to a fallout shelter as quickly as possible. This young boy properly exhibits the technique of ducking and covering. Note as he uses the stone wall as cover. This family will be protected from the blast because they ducked and covered. Gather everyone together and head down to the bomb shelter. In your fallout shelter, you should have plenty of canned goods. The canned goods will not only sustain you in case you have a prolonged stay, but they will also keep you safe from radiation. Remember these tips and you'll stay safe, everybody. Good night.
Why, hello there, Mr. Johnny. What are you doing out here this evening?
My parents found out I'm a communist, and now I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble. I wish I'd never been born.
Come now, Johnny. Surely you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. If I'd never been born, we'd never got into this mess, and everybody would be a lot better off without me.
Well, in that case, let me show you what life would be like if you had never been born.
Where are we?
Well, since you were never born, your parents had no reason to move out of the city because they didn't need to have a bigger house in the suburbs. So they didn't participate in the white flight. So they stayed in the dirty, crowded city and live in a tiny apartment, part of the urban renewal project.
Well, this isn't nearly as nice as our house in the suburbs. This is awful.
That's not the worst part. Living in the city, your brother, Timmy, was exposed to negative influences.
He did.
And he became
He's
a
a fully
beatnik. Fledged bongo playing, sunglasses wearing, pot smoking, poetry reading beatnik.
Oh, Tom, I wish I was alive again. I need to be there so my family can have their perfect little house in the suburbs. And so that Timmy won't become a beatnik. I promise I'll never be a communist again. I just want to go back. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll be a good boy. I'll take all this stuff down. I'll be a capitalist forever.
Oh, Johnny!
Attaboy, Johnny. The American way is the only way. So, honey, think you can handle a couple more?
No more than 12, dear.